Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavati Tamastu Ma Vishvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Samatta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahma Vidvaram.
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ददामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी नमोऽस्तुते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोक्ता गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुक्तं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयत्रदजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यः ग्रासवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराचर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेशरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैर्रगरगः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमल रद्वं चिनश्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः सुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगा ध्यानावस्थितसद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः। हरि ओम मम।
Thank you, Varshini. So before we enter into chapter 10, which is called Vibhuti Yoga, the meaning of Vibhuti is glory of the Lord or greatness of the Lord. So the various glories of the Bhagavan has been detailed in this exclusive chapter of 10th chapter, even though it has been mentioned in 7, 8 and 9. But this chapter is exclusively for the Lord's grace or glory. In every where the Lord will say, I am in Pandavas in the form of Arjuna. I am in rivers as Ganges. I am in mountains, Meru. That means every glory belongs to Bhagavan. Somebody can say, I mean, Bhagavan is an egoistic person. See, in our normal life, if I talk about my glory, you may listen for 2 minutes, but afterwards you get bored and you will say, don't talk about your glory. Whereas in the case of Bhagavan, Bhagavan's glory is divine. In the beginning, it is very difficult to understand Bhagavan. So there are various steps have been given. First step is we see Bhagavan with Maya. Saupadika guna. Saupadika means with Upadhi. And Bhagavan is Nirupadikam. Nirupadikam means without Maya. Now, in the case of Saupadikam, with Upadhi, with Maya, we call it as Ishvara. That is the term used for Ishvara. Ishvara is with Maya. Bhagavan, Brahman with Maya. And the other is Nirupadika means without Maya. Nirguna Swarupam. There are no attributes for Brahman. Whereas in Ishvara, there are a lot of attributes. We are not going to talk about Nirguna Brahman in this chapter. That will be taken up in chapter number 13. Nirguna Swarupam. In the 7th chapter, it is called Para Prakriti and Apara Prakriti. Para Prakriti means Nirguna Swarupam. Apara Prakriti is Saguna Swarupam. We all have various attributes as a jiva. I have physically, if you look at me, I am taller. I have black hairs. All sorts of various attributes are given to the jiva. In the case of Ishvara, Ishvara is nothing but all the jivas put together. It's called micro and macro. Micro means that we are individual. Macro means all put together. That is Ishvara Swarupa. So Ishvara has Maya, but Maya is an ornament for Ishvara. Whereas in our case, Jiva, Maya controls us. We are under the control of Maya. So Jiva, Ishvara, Aikyam will come as Jiva, Ishvara, Aikyam. Jiva and Ishvara, they are one and the same. If you look at the Adhisthanam level, that is, if you look at the root level, the base level, in the base level, we and Bhagavan, we are one and the same. But initially, we will not accept this, digest this. We will also say, I am a miserable person, having this worldly life, which all sorrows and samsarams and all that. And how can I be Bhagavan? So the steps are given, various steps are given. So individually, it will be difficult, but as an Ishvara, it is very easy to find out. Now you take a mud or clay, and from the clay you make pots, various types of pots. Say you have made 100 pots, different sizes, different capacities, different shapes, all that. So the cause is the clay. The effect or the karyam is the pots. The relationship between the cause and karyam, karana karyam, one should understand very clearly. Karanam is independent. It does not require any support, independent. Whereas in the case of pot, if the clay is not there, the pot is not there. Instead of clay, you can also take ornaments, gold and ornaments. If the gold is there, ornaments are there. If the ornaments are not there, the gold is still there. Similarly, wooden furnitures, wood and furniture. So if the furnitures are there, wood has to be there. If the furnitures are not there, the wood is already there, existing. So similarly here, the 7th, 8th, 9th chapter has said that the cause for the world, Jagat Karanam, the cause for the world is Ishvara. Ishvara is the Jagat Karanam. So we have introduced Ishvara as Jagat Karanam. He has got one more Karanam, Ishvara, that is called Nimitta Karanam. That is called the intelligent cause, efficient cause, intelligent cause. See, if the pots are to be made, there should be a potter. If the potter is not there, no pots can be made. Similarly, a carpenter is there, he knows what type of furniture to be manufactured, created. Similarly, a goldsmith, if he is there, he knows how to make various types of ornaments, bangles, rings, chain, so many things. So that is the nimitta karanam. In the beginning of this creation, this Jagat, what was there? Brahman was there. And Brahman was Sarvajnan. He knows everything. So that Brahman, from Brahman, because he is a Sarvajna, all-knowing entity, so he was the Nimitta Karanam in the beginning. And for any creation, you need a material cause also. What is the material? There was no material because there was, before the creation of the five bhutas, Pancha bhutas, Akasha was the first bhuta, followed by Vayu, followed by Agni, followed by water, followed by earth. Five bhutas, Pancha bhutas. But Pancha bhutas came from Ishvara. In Taittiriya Upanishad, it is very clearly said, from Ishvara, the Akasha was created. So that means we have nimitta karanam, that is the intelligent cause for the jagat, where various objects, everything has been created. And also, Bhagavan, there was no material available at that time. No creation was there. Akasha came much later. So the Bhagavan, Ishvara himself became the material cause. Ishvara became the material cause. That is called Upadana Karanam in Sanskrit. Upadana Karanam is Bhagavan himself transformed himself or manifested himself as Upadana Karanam. So now we have two causes, Upadana Karanam and Nimitta Karanam. Now for the time being, we'll keep the Nimitta Karanam away, but we'll talk about Upadana Karanam. The definition for Upadana Karanam is Kalatraye Tishtati Yadasti. Kalatraye. In all three periods of time, it is available. That Upadana Karanam is available in Kalatraye. Kalatraye means past, present, and future. Now we'll take the example of clay. Clay was there. You take about the pot. Karyam is pot. So before the creation of the pots, clay was there. While creating the pot, clay was there. When the pot is destroyed or broken or damaged, even then the clay was there. So clay is available in the past, in the present, and in the future. So all three periods of time, clay was available. That is what is called Upadana Karanam. But as far as the intelligent cause is concerned, it is there only before creation of the pot. Before creation of the pot, Upadana pot, intelligent cause was there. Now, when I go and buy a pot from the shop, an ornament from the jewelry shop, we will just bring only the ornament, but not the goldsmith, not the carpenter, not the potter. So that means the intelligent cause is available only in the present before creation. So Upadana Karanam means what is available in all three periods of time. Now coming back to the clay example, I have made 100 pots and my material cause is Upadana Karanam is clay. If I touch each and every clay, what is it that we are touching? If I touch individual pots separately, I am touching the clay only. If I touch each and every ornaments, I am touching only the gold. Similarly, the case of furniture. If I touch any one of these furnitures, it is nothing but wood. Taking the same example, Bhagavan is Upadana Karanam, available in all periods of time. So when we have the various Jagat Karanam, when we have all the various objects of the world, living beings are there. So when I touch them, what is it that I am touching? That is Bhagavan. I hope you understand the logic. So when I touch any objects in the world which has come out from Upadana Karanam of Bhagavan, because Bhagavan himself manifested as Upadana Karanam. So that means whenever I touch any objects in the world or any person, I am touching only Bhagavan. So that means where is Bhagavan now? Bhagavan is called Sarvavyapi. In all the places, Bhagavan is there. So you don't have to go to any faraway places to see Bhagavan. So whatever you see, and this is what is called Vishwarupa Darshanam. Vishwarupa Darshanam is coming on the 11th chapter. So whenever you open your eyes in the morning, whatever you see, it is nothing but Bhagavan's manifestation. So Bhagavan has manifested as various objects. Upadana Karana. If we understand this principle, then we will see in Vibhuti Yoga, he wants to introduce this concept to the people that whatever you see, whatever you touch, everything belongs to Bhagavan, the Lord. Vibhuti, His glory, His greatness, His grace. That's why Bhagavan's grace is available everywhere. So the concept is Bhagavan, before the creation, he himself became Upadana Karanam, also the Nimitta Karanam, and he created the 5 bhutas, Panchabhutas, and from Panchabhutas, the Sushma Shariram came, the mind came, the intellect came, Ahankaram came, and then he created this Prapancham, the world. Prapancham is meant only for our enjoyment, human being. So he created Stula Prapancham and Stula Shariram. We all have Stula Shariram, whereas the world has got Stula Prapancham. So we are also one among the Stula Prapancham. And all the 5 elements in a particular combination became this Stula Shariram and Stula Prapancham. So the concept introduced here is that whatever we see, it is nothing but Bhagavan's grace. But it is very, very difficult to understand. So we have a diagnosis that why it is difficult. Because when I see an ornament, I don't see the gold. When I see the pot, I don't see the clay. So that means when I say when I see the pot, I don't see the clay, that means we have 2 types of drishti. Drishti means perception. One is the superimposed perception, and the other is the actual perception. You can call it base, adhisthanam. So in the case of pot, what is the base? Clay. And pot has no substance. It has only a name and form. Nama Rupa, name and form. So what is the importance we are giving now? We are giving the importance to Nama Rupa. So every object has got a name and form. So our attention, our intellect, buddhi, has totally diverted into that particular perception of Nama Rupam. And Nama Rupam is mithya. It is not there at all. Because if you go to a jewelry shop and they show the jewelry you have, a bangle or a chain or whatever it is, if you are a very clever fellow, you tell the jeweler that you take the Namarupa and give the gold to me. Will he give? So Namarupa is a mithya. It is not there. It is only a name and form. So the substance is gold. So now our drishti has gone on the name and form. So what is the remedy now? We have to shift our drishti from Namarupa to the base, the gold. So similarly, when we see any object in the world, we forget about the Namarupa, who is the base, Ishvara, Lord. So look at, you get the perception of the Lord. So that is the Vibhuti Yoga here. So Vibhuti Yoga is nothing but that our attention has to be, direction of our viewing should be shifted to the Bhagavan, Ishvara, the base. But this is very, very difficult. Now, suppose we, hello, Cheshadri, please can you mute it? Yeah, thank you. Now we take a dress. If you take a dress, what is the purpose of the dress? To cover our body. That is the basic purpose of the cloth, to cover our body. But now, you go to the shop, various designs are available. Now, nowadays, we have designer sarees, designer shirts, designer, everything is specifically made for a particular person. And the cost is also very high. What is the purpose of that? It has a Namarupa, name and form, and you pay for it. But what is the main purpose? To cover the body. So do you want to have such costly affair to buy the Namarupa? That means our attention has gone towards the Namarupa rather than to the base. Take the gold ornaments also. Suppose the ornament, somebody got it from his grandfather or grandmother, or after the death of the mother. And those ornaments were made probably in 30, 40 years back. So now new designs have come. So you go to the jewelry shop and ask the jeweler to remake into the modern design, say 2020 design or 2024 design. Because every car model has got every year they go on changing, like our iPhones. The basic substance is same. The purpose of the phone is to talk and listen and see some messages and all that information. But then where is the question? It has sophisticated phone means it has various features, various things. But we are looking at that than the purpose. So our attention has gone to that area. There was one brahmachari in one of the ashram, and he has seen people making dosha and all that. So he also attempted to make dosha. In the hotels, when you go eat dosha, the shape is very nice, round shape, and then it will be very attractive to the eyes also. But this brahmachari, when he made one dosha, the shape was like Australia. Another he made was like Sri Lanka. The third one he made was like India. Now, when we are used to eating the hotel dosha, which is quite attractive to look at, this brahmachari thought, after all, it is the batter, rice batter, which is the basic substance. So, but we are giving importance to the shape, nama rupa. Then we have forgotten the basic thing, Ishvara. So we look at his forms, his manifestations. So here, this Vibhuti Yoga is nothing but that he is diverting our attention from Nama Rupa to the base. That means we should look at everything as Ishvara, Ishvara's glory, Ishvara's greatness, Ishvara's grace. So that is the purpose of this Vibhuti Yoga. Ishvara Buddhi from Jagat Buddhi. Jagat Buddhi is what we are having now. That has to be shifted to Ishvara Buddhi. Now, there are other benefits also if we go into Vishwarupa Vibhuti Yoga. Vibhuti has got so many benefits, so many advantages. So I'll give you one or two examples of that. Vibhuti Yoga, when we read and practice, it is meant for our upasana. Upasana is what? Meditation. Meditation is using the mind, the mental this thing. So we are able to divert our attention from, focus our attention from Nama Rupa to the base, Bhagavan. So this Vibhuti Yoga will help us. So he is going to give various examples. So the examples are given only to expand our mind. So that is one basic advantage for upasana purpose. The second is ahankara. We all have ahankara. So if we want to remove the ahankara, again, if I know everything belongs to Bhagavan, His glory. If I have some glory, that belongs to Bhagavan. If my neighbor has some glory, that also belongs to the Bhagavan. So where is the difference between your glory and my glory? All are given by Bhagavan. So slowly the ahankara will get eliminated, removed. So Vibhuti Yoga gives you that benefit. Ahankara nivritti. And the next one is, we all have likes and dislikes. Dislike means dvesham. I mean, I don't like this man, I don't like that person, I don't like this food item. So, dvesham. So once you know everything has come from Bhagavan, because we have seen now upadana karanam, because from him only everything has come. So there is nothing but Bhagavan. So when we have this attitude in our mind, then whom you will hate? Nobody is there to hate you, because everything Bhagavan has given. So where is the question of our hating somebody, liking somebody? So that means our likes and dislikes will be eliminated, removed, and we will get vairagya, dispassion. Because we think that these world objects will give us pleasure, sukham. But actually it is not giving you sukham, it is only giving you dukkham. So once we discriminate the aspect of sukha dukkham, That is what the Buddhist major work. Then we get the samatvam, equality. And samatvam is yoga uchyate, karma yoga. That means I like everybody. I like everybody means I don't like, dislike anybody. That is, both are same for me. There are no likes and no dislikes. Samatvam, equal. Samadukke, sukhe, whether happiness or sorrow, or heat and cold. That means in all these dvantas, we will become equal. So dvanta nivritti also is coming, is one of the benefit of this Vibhuti Yoga. Because both are given by Bhagavan. So where is the question of our liking something and disliking other person? Next is Asuya Nashartam. Asuya Nashartam means jealousy. If I have some glory, the proud, also garvam comes automatically. Oh, I am knowledgeable, I am a doctorate. That we see in many places, that I should be given a VIP treatment. So that garvam comes automatically. But my neighbor has got the same quality. What is our attitude? Asuya, jealousy. If you think both are given by Bhagavan, my glory is also given by Bhagavan, his glory is also given by Bhagavan, then Asuya Nashartam. That means our life will be very comfortable. That means we'll enjoy the life. That means there will not be any person whom you will hate, or others will hate you also. So it's vice versa. So Asuya Nashartam. Again, today we have a constricted mind. All mine. My house, my property, my family, my relationship, my car. So that means Mano Vishalartham. Mano Vishalartham means nothing belongs to us. Everything is given by Bhagavan. Everything belongs to Bhagavan. So if that attitude comes, our mind expands. Arjuna had the same problem. In the second chapter, he said, I have used my buddhi, intellect to solve my present problem, shoka nivritti, which I could not do. Whatever I had, I have the knowledge, but I could not help. So ultimately, he surrendered to Lord Krishna. Shishyasteham Shadimam. So when he surrendered, then only he got this knowledge. So he had a constricted mind. Once the mind expanded, yes, when my buddhi is not available for me to solve my problem, then I surrender and Bhagavan will look after. And once this knowledge comes, that is expansion of the mind. And again, that Vibhuti Yoga gives you this type of knowledge. Then I said, Dvanta Nivritti already said. Then we also have Advaita Siddhyartham. Advaita Siddhyartham. Now we have talked about the Jagat and Jiva. So here we are introducing one Ishvara in between. Ishvara is the cause for the Jagat, Jagat Karana. So that means Jagat depends upon Ishvara. Jagat cannot exist by itself because it is Mithya. Jagan Mithya. Brahma Satyam. So Ishvara is Satyam. Jagat is Mithya. So we have eliminated Ishvara, Jagat. So similarly here, Jiva, individual is also, as I talked earlier that we are, if you look at our root, we are also Atma, we are also consciousness. Ishvara is also consciousness. So both the consciousness, there is no difference between me and this thing. That means we have to remove that upadhis. All the superimpositions we have to remove. So once you remove these superimpositions, then there is no difference between you and Bhagavan. Aham Brahmasmi, that is a Mahavakya. Aham Brahmasmi, Tati Tvam Asi. That is a Mahavakya which is used for in the Bhagavad Gita. So that means we talked about individual in the first 6 chapters. We talked about Ishvara in the next 6 chapters. And then we come to know that the world, the cause for the world is Ishvara in the beginning. Ultimately, you will know that Jagat is also Vidya. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Vidya. So, this Vibhuti Yoga chapter is a Vibhuti Yoga will also become, once we have this knowledge, we have to ultimate, this is only the 4th stage. There is a 5th stage that is called Nirguna Atma or Nirguna Brahman. How will you reach Nirguna Brahman? You need an entrance door. And that door is this Vibhuti Jnanam. Vibhuti Yoga Jnanam is a door to go towards Arupa Ishvara or Nirguna Brahman. From Saguna Brahman, we have to go to Nirguna Brahman, and for that entrance is through this Vibhuti Yoga. So, Advaita Siddhyartha means that there is no two, only one. Dvaita Abhavam. Dvaita Abhavam means if Bhagavan is there, then nothing else can be there because everything has come from Bhagavan. From that center. From center only various circles come. So our attempt should be to reach the center point, circle. But we are now circling. We are circling in the world. In Bhajagovindam, he has already said, Kastvam koham kuta ayataha kame janani kome tadaha iti paribhavaya sarvamasaram vishwam tektva swapna vicharam. Vishwam is swapnam, dream. Dream is not real. When you wake up, the dream is gone. So, Kastvam, who are you? Koham, what are you? Kuta ayataha, from where you have come. Tattvam chindaya tadiha brataha. A brother, think about this. So you are, because we are now depending on the world, because world is attractive. That attraction from the world has to be eliminated because we think that world will give us happiness. That is why we are after the objects of the world, because we are expecting happiness from the objects of the world. And this is what is called moham or delusion. So this delusion has to be destroyed. Mohanasham. For mohanasham, we need again this Vibhuti Yoga. That means if we can use the buddhi properly and discriminate the real versus unreal, then we will go away from the unreal, because unreal is not going to give you happiness. It is only a sorrow, the samsara. So we should go to the real, and the real is Brahman or Ishvara. So Vibhuti Yoga gives you a wider knowledge that whatever we are looking in the various objects of the world, the persons of the world, all these things are the manifestation of the Bhagavan. there is no object as such. It is only Nama Rupa, name and form. And we are enamored by name and form. So our attention has been diverted. But that is the work of Maya. Maya will not allow us to go towards Brahman, because Maya will give all obstructions to see that you are dragged away to the worldly objects. That's why in the Kathopanishad he said, Paranchikani Vidrina Swayambhuhu. That means all the sense objects have been kept in the body in such a way it is only looking outward, not looking inward. And from outward look, turn 180 degrees inside and look at the Brahman. So all the Upanishad is only talking about that Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Jivo Brahmaiva na aparam. So the importance of Vibhuti Yoga is to expand our mind, eliminate our ahankara, eliminate our nashartham. So these various benefits we will get by going through this particular chapter. So we will enter into the chapter proper in the next Thursday class. So Hari Om. If any of you have any questions, you can ask. I will be able to clarify as much as possible.
அண்ணா
ஆ
ஹரிஓம் அண்ணா,
சொல்லுங்க.
நீங்க நாம ரூபம் சொன்னேன் இல்லையா? எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் பகவான்ஸ், இட் இஸ் ஆல் தட். வை யூ ஷுட் கெட் ராக த்வேஷா அண்ட் சீயிங் சம்மன், வை டு டோன்ட் டு லைக் சம்படின்னு, that basically that whole concept you say is very much like everything is from Bhagavan, but it is because what we perceive from our within is that Daga Dvesha which comes out, not because of we see that guna in that, but it is because we try to reflect our guna into what we see, and that is why we are getting the Raga Dvesha is my thinking, because otherwise everything is sattva, because he has only created. So is it that we impose our guna and see that we don't like this, we don't like that, because everything is created. But there are like Arushuvai, Navarasam, everything is there. That is for us to understand that it is because we sense using our sense organs. So my call is that, is there any specific reason why the Raga Dvesha dwells in the mind? It is not that because the intellect is not able to control the mind, because the senses are being controlled by the mind is controlled by the intellect, and intellect is controlled by Atma. It goes on like that. So when everything is created by God, like for example, you say when a pot is created by clay, when the clay is broken, when pot is broken, it becomes a clay again. It merges into the earth. This is the Srishti. But in the Dig Drishti Vyakyanam, there is a Vyakyanam by name Dig Drishti. What we perceive and what we see is from what you understand. So I would like you to clarify this point as to, is it because the Raga Dvesha, that Dvenda, is it because it's our creation, or it is actually there? Or is it the Maya that creates the Dvenda? So kindly explain, Anna.
It's a good question, because for the individual we have three gunas: Sattva, Raja, Tamo guna.
Yeah. No.
That is called Prakriti.
Yeah.
In Sanskrit.
Yes.
So you are bound by that Prakriti.
Yeah.
Okay. Ishvara is not bound by the Prakriti.
Yes.
That Prakriti is under Ishvara.
Yeah.
So we are all dancing according to Prakriti's whims and fancies.
Yeah.
So your likes, dislikes, your anger, your all negative qualities all belong to Prakriti. It is not belonging to Ishvara. So that means your what you call as my ego, my jealousy, my hatred. They are all part of Prakriti. Because in the Gita also he has said very clearly that Prakriti Jai Gunaihi Karmani Kartate. Because he has said in one of the slokas, Prakritehe Kriyamanadi Gunaihi Karmani Sarvashaha Ahankara Vibhudatma Kartaham Iti Manyate. So I feel I am doing this, I am doing that. No, you are not doing. Prakriti is making you to do. And Ishvara has no Prakriti.
No, Anna, there is one thing which I say, because you say that you carry your impressions of the Janma to Janma. So that means that till this Janma, that means some aspects of our what you call as that specific name, you use it for carrying forward. No, that is the gene is you carry forward certain things to the next. You carry forward certain things,
Yes.
Anna, in the Janmas to Janma.
Yeah.
What is it called, Anna? நம்ம எடுத்துன்னு வருவோமே பூர்வா இதுல இந்த நம்ம வாசனாஸ் தேங்க்ஸ் ஜெயராம். வாசனாவை நம்ம கொண்டு வரதுனால அந்த ராகத்வேஷத்துக்கு இடம் கொடுக்கறதா? பிகாஸ் சத்வகுணம் இருந்ததுனாக்கா நம்ம அந்த மாதிரி இருக்க மாட்டோம், சமபாவம் வந்துடும். சத்வகுணம் இல்லாததுனால இந்த தமோராஜா முக்கோணத்துல டாமினண்டா ஏதாவது இருக்கும்போது ராகத்வேஷம் வருது. So that is the reason why I think our all the things are responsible. Ilyana?
Sattva gunam is also a bondage.
Okay.
Okay. Now, suppose you are a rich man, you also do a crime, and the police is coming to take you to the police station. So because you say you are a rich man, probably they may put a golden chain. And if you are an ordinary man, he may put a silver chain. And if you are a lower fellow, he will put an iron chain. But chain is a chain, whether it is gold, silver, or iron. So similarly here, whether even Sattva Guna, you have to cross. Gunatita, he is the Brahman. Even Sattva Guna has to, because Sattva Guna also creates your creation. Like for example, you are a highly educated person. Naturally, the Garbham Marzagya, Vidya Garbham. That is because of Sattva Guna. So Sattva Guna is also a bondage. So you have to eliminate that everything. Because these gunas are controlling us. Prakriti is controlling us. In the case of Bhagavan, those gunas are under him.
அப்போ சத்வ தத்துவம் வரும்போது it says it is everything in வைகுண்டம் or லோக சிவலோகம் is சுத்த சத்துவம் சொல்றோம் இல்லையா?
ஆமா.
அந்த சத்துவத்துக்கும் இந்த சத்வ குணத்துக்கும் என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ்? சுத்த தத்துவம்ன்றது இது மேட் அவுட் ஆஃப் எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் சுத்த தத்துவம் இன் வைகுண்டம் ஆர் இன் சிவலோகம். பட் இந்த சுத்த சத்வத்துக்கும் இந்த சத்வ ரஜோ தவ குணத்துல வர சத்வ குணத்துக்கும் ரெண்டுமே வேற வேற டவுட் வருது. ஏன்னா ஐ ஹாவ் அ ஃபீலிங் தட் when you develop the sattva gunam, automatically you become a part of the Brahman. You slowly improve from yourself to a stature of creating yourself from sattva tattvathukku neera porenga. You are able to understand the Brahman very closely, and you become, though you become part of the Brahman. That not that you are equal to the Brahman. You become part and parcel of the Brahman. So therefore, the குணாதீதால வர சத்வமும் எது ஒன்றுன்றதா என்னோட ஒரு ஒப்பீனியன். I think we can discuss this because the time is out. Okay, Anna.
No, what I mean to say is, Sattva Guna is also a bondage. Only thing is, what is Sattva-guna? Sattva-guna is, it gives you prakasham, illumination, knowledge.
Anna.
Okay. And Rajoguna will not give you knowledge because it is your karma oriented, activity oriented. And Tamoguna will not give anything because it is laziness, indolence. Whereas in the case of Sattva-guna only, you can get the knowledge because of prakasham, because it is an illumination, and that illumination will see, like for example, you are in a dark room, you don't know what is there, what are all things are there. So the moment I put the light on, you will see various objects there. So similarly here, if you are a Sattva-guna, you will be able to perceive the various objects you are seeing on the light. So here you will see yourself, what you are. You are not this body. Ultimately, they say you are ajam. Ajam means what? Birthless. You don't have any birth at all. Then where is the question of jivan in the beginning? So these knowledge, these Sattva-guna is a step for you to cross the Sattva-guna and reach that. Nanyam gunebhya kartaram. He says, yata drashtanupashati gunan etan atitya trin dehi deha samutbhavan. So that means if you cross all the things, then only you will reach that Bhagavan.
Now I will come back to you on that. See, because there is a similarity where they say, like அன்பே தகழியாய் ஆர்வமே நெய்யாய் இன்புறு சிந்தை இடுதிரியாய் அது ஞான விளக்கேற்றினேன்னு சொல்லுவார். That means the light has been lit by you are. It is one of the that means you are thinking சிந்தை இடுதிரியாய். So what is basically needed is that ஆர்வமும் அன்பும் வேணும். அப்பதான் you will be able to use your thinking to become brighten, that is illuminate yourself. So அதே மாதிரி there are different things which we can attribute towards